Hey, this is your recap Aunty. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Char. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, honey, your eyes are not deceiving you. I'm on camera, niggas. Hey, this ain't live. This is just a live reaction of the front porch talk. I had a free day. I don't know when this shit gonna go up now. Had to take my do-rag off. Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome. Got my prints. Got this thrifting yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So got Prince Purple Rain, retro. Everybody loves Prince. Purple glasses, slick down hair. And here to just see how y'all doing. Since you asked, I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm just doing a little play, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, our play has been so good. Yes, we finally, on stage and everything. So I've done 2 shows so far. So they have a split cast. I don't know if I mentioned that to y'all. So some people think that it's me on stage when it's my other lady who's playing the part and vice versa, which is a good thing. But I made sure that I distinguished us between the two. Y'all saw my reel. If you haven't seen what my character looks like, just go to my reel and you'll see that I have the blonde hair and I wear glasses. My castmate who plays the character on the days that I'm off, she has black hair, no glasses, and so, yeah, it can be confusing. It can be confusing sometimes. We're both about, she seemed to be a little lighter than me, but, whatever. I think our comedic timing is great, and that's why we were chosen for that role. So, anyway, how are y'all doing? I got a few days off, so I went on and caught up from last week, so I'm right where I need to be, just catching up on the front porch. So I'm going to go ahead and read. I hope that there are no comments that have been blocked or anything, because I'm going to read all of the comments from the last front porch to talk about, at least for today's version. So I wanted to do something different with the background. If you see, I'm actually literally on the front porch, and I didn't get any donations, so that's why I went on and didn't do the AI. I did the real Auntie, honey, the real Char. Just as good, right? I mean, even better. Shit. So let's go ahead and get started. Char, bring it back. You've been talking for almost damn 3 minutes. Oh, while you're here, just know I cuss. If you ain't already known that, you know it now, baby. I'm a cusser. I'm grown. I'm 54. I'll be 55 next year. My mama said it was all right. My daddy was the king of cussing. I'm still going to heaven, because I treat people good. At least that's what I feel, And I bring joy to the world, the Lord. Yeah, that. So, okay, let's go ahead and go back to the last front porch. Normally with the last front porches, it's not a lot of comments. And as you say, a lot of, what I say as you say? What am I talking about? I'm sleepy, y'all. This is my laptop, so I'm reading all of the comments from the laptop. Normally, I record at my desk, but we ain't doing all of that. So if you see me look down, I'm looking at my laptop, so I can read all of the comments. So, okay, we're going to go to the house of Sir James, 2514. Hey, Sir James, he says, Auntie, you are in luck, honey. There's a revival of Dream Girls planned for Broadway next year, baby. Get your audition skills ready, because, baby, you are a star. Thank you so much, House of Sir James. Unless they got somebody playing somebody's mammy, Effie's mammy, or something like that, I ain't got nowhere to fit. But I've always wanted to do Dream Girls when I was younger, because I think I have a big voice like Effie. Y'all ain't even seen the way that I can sing. But if I don't get a chance to be in it, I'm definitely gonna go try my best to go see it, because I wanted to see Gypsy, but they had to shut that show down early. I don't know why. If they ever had a touring of Gypsy, I would go for that, because I love Gypsy. I really do love the show Gypsy and be one of the strippers. Okay, we got Michael Parms, 8931. Hey, Michael, he says, hey, Char, please let me apologize for referring to you as Shay. I even had to ask myself, who the hell is Shay? I think he didn't move over quite far enough. He put S-H-A-Y instead of S-H-A-R. Y'all know I be fucking up names all the time, so it's all cool. Michael, we got Angelica says, me too, honey. I call my daughter by my son's name and my son's by my daughter's name, and my mama did the same, so I guess it's a thing. Girl, I don't do it to my son and daughter, but my mama used to do it with me and my sister, because our names kind of rhyme. Char is like my name is cut in half. But so she would call my sister me and my sister, or she would call me my auntie's name. And I'm like, I know I kind of look like her, but I ain't her. I ain't old, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we got Miss Sandra Cullum, 7827. She says, Tomas doesn't seem as if he prefers women. Ooh, in real life. That's just my opinion, honey. You think so, Sandra? She also says, almost sure Kat can do better. Eva Kat, in my opinion, so she's too basic. Sorry, girl. Ooh, Sandra, honey. Ooh, you know, I don't judge, honey. I listen and I don't judge, as they say. But that's interesting. Sandra also says she loves my commentary. Thank you, my love. And Miss Welder says the same. I'm with you. I think the same thing. Miss Welder thinks the same? Girl, Miss Welder. This is like a week ago, y'all. So I don't know how, like maybe last Sunday when the last front porch talk. So Miss Judkins, Cynthia Judkins, 2250, she says, hey, thanks for all the love and prayers. And yes, my COVID is free. And no, I haven't celebrated my birthday yet, but it's all good. You should go ahead and celebrate it, honey. You definitely need to celebrate. We got my resident gentleman, James. He says, I'm always late when it comes to TV and movies, entertainment, little sis. If it wasn't for sports, news, and cartoons, whatever else is on the TV wasn't on my viewing radar. I say that to say this. New Amsterdam, I think he mentioned that before, has been canceled for a while now. But that's fine with me because I can watch a TV show with the beginning and a firm ending. Jocko Sims is the actor who plays Dr. Floyd Reynolds on New Amsterdam. I think they like him little. I think you liked him, little sis. If Jocko Sims was Doug on Beyond the Gates, there would be no slamming him against the wall nonsense, because Jocko would have folded Joey's ass up and put him in Vanessa's purse. Damn, James. God dog it. What type of life did you live, James, prior to this one? Because I swear you KGB some mother sucker. Something, James. God dog it. We got Angelica. She says, I agree that Nicole as a therapist should have suggested therapy for her marriage, but she couldn't because Nicole is fake. There is no way that she can find therapy as a good therapeutic tool for any mental or social issue, but for you and a man that you spent close to 30 years with, honey, that made absolutely one mistake over 2 decades, she truly thinks that she's better. She does. She think her shit don't stink. I love Nicole, but sometimes I swear, honey. We got Miss Welder 69. She says, I also go out if my boo can't go with me and vice versa. He goes to the bar every Monday and Thursdays on a pool team. Okay, I stay home, honey. I could not hang with the big dogs. I definitely stay on the porch, getting up at 4:30 for work. I'm so glad I found you on YouTube. You absolutely make my week, and you're very welcome. Oh, thank you, Miss Welder. I appreciate you. I love you so much. My vanilla sunshine. Go ahead, boo. We have Blaze. I think Blaze, honey. Blaze, I done call him a girl the whole time. Blaze is a man. Enough. Blaze, I'm sorry, honey. Like I said, I call Lightning Storm a female. Honey, I ain't mean it, baby. But I love you. Thank you so much. We got Miss Jasmine Williams. Hey, Jazzy. She says, the Wonder Bread twins. Let's sigh. We couldn't care less about those characters and storylines. She talking about Ashley and damn Derek. We really don't. We really don't care. I mean, it's kind of getting good now. From one of the last episodes I saw, I'm kind of getting interested because I knew he wasn't going to tell her the truth about him having feelings in his damn legs, but Shanice figured his ass out. She says, I hope Danny beds Bill. Bye-bye, mosquito. Yeah, Dougie is toast. Yeah, I feel like his days are numbered. We have James. He says, the beautiful Eartha Kitt. And again, there's that female feline connection. Once again, one can see why ladies seem to prefer cats to dogs. I don't, honey. I'm allergic to cats. I am. Women are so much like cats. If a cat wants you, it wants you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Check out Kat, Danny, and Vanessa and how they move, how they deal with the men, the dogs, in their lives. I don't need to go into the details. You all see it as clearly as I can. Even when it looks like Kat, Danny, Vanessa are losing, they are actually winning and manipulating the men in their lives. The original Catwoman on the Batman TV series was a beauty named Julie Newmar. Remember her? When she left the show, she was replaced by the gorgeous, incomparable, honey, Eartha Kitt. The USA may not might not be colorblind yet, but in the 1960s, a beautiful white woman could leave a TV role, honey, and be replaced by a beautiful black woman, and nobody seemed to bat an eye. That is true. That is so true. Thank you, James. We have Angelica. She says the Duprees were absolutely nasty to Ted, even though he showed very little effort before that time. He was right. What, calling them out and saying, you people. But I do not believe he will end up with Leslie, but he will regret lying down with her. Yeah, I agree. She probably has a video in the room. I mean, because he's not going to try to lie about it. Damn, I'm hot. I need to get my fan. Hold on for a second, y'all. All right, I'm back, honey. I couldn't find my fan. I got one of those little, pretty little electrical fans, but I think it's not charged up. But anyway, I got a Spectrum thing. This will work. James says, you be wrong. But you be strong, little sis, says Jacob, my dear, not Joshua. Like I said, I'll be naming all of the damn, child. She said, you call Jacob Joshua, you tired. We get it. However, you might have just introduced a third Hawthorne to the show. Joshua Hawthorne could be the one to take down his crooked cop brother, Elon, and geriatric Joey, or Joshua Hawthorne could be a much younger version and more romantic interest for little Samantha. Now, Samantha's stuck on damn Nathan, honey. She ain't thinking about nobody else. We got Miss Welder. She says, all right, I have to ask, are you really going to tell me if Allison's hair is a wig? And I was telling her that the bun probably is. They probably filled it up because it's so full and the pieces that fall down. But on her page, she's always talking about wearing wigs and pieces and stuff. So, yeah, she wears them. She definitely does wear them. She's not ashamed of it either. All right, that's all of the comments from the front porch. Like I said, the front porch doesn't really have a lot of comments. But the videos, the recaps do. So now we're going to be talking about episode number 129, honey, with Ted, pointing at Leslie right before they up. So I was so disappointed at Ted. I was so mad. Exotic Butterfly, she says, hey, Auntie, you got me listening to Betty Wright. Hey, go ahead, girl. Tonight is the night, hey, that you make me a woman. Ooh, you said you'll be gentle with me, and I hope you will. Hey, I'm nervous. Hey, I'm trembling, waiting for you to walk in. I try hard to relax, but I just can't keep still. No, baby. Hey, girl, you better. Girl, I'm gonna have to cut on Betty Wright, honey, and turn her on, honey. I want it. I want it. I really got to show it. Yes, I can sing a little bit, y'all. I'm just tired right now. But go ahead and listen, Exotic, honey. Have your fun time, baby. She said it was pain before pleasure. Fine desire, honey. Yeah, girl. Rick James was a genius, y'all. If y'all ever get a chance to watch his documentary, I think it's on Amazon and stuff. I didn't know how he mixed two different genres together to make his music. Like if you listen to You and I, how he mixed bebop with funk. You and I, boom, 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 boom. I love that song. And of course, Fire and Desire by Tim and Tina Marie. Honey, yes, Tina Marie, baby. We got Miss Brown. Miss Brown says, I bet Anita is going to find a way to stop that annuity and Leslie has to pay back all that money. Wouldn't that be a trip? Girl, that would be a trip and a half, honey. And I will be here for it. Like I said on my last video, it's going to be coming out on Monday. I said that a lot of people are very disappointed with Leslie's character. People are not liking her. They're not feeling her at all. And a lot of people, especially now with this economic time, so many people wish that they could have that type of money and they would do the most with it. And for her to be so loose with it and just wanted just to be all up in Nicole's face. And Nicole ain't did shit to that girl. It's Ted the one that lied to you about telling you that he was going to leave his family for your ass. But you want to just make Nicole pay for the sins that he did. Girl. Anyway, we got James. James said, Ted made that brown look so good, didn't he? I wanted me to give me a little strong sip. the rascals, we grown. I don't want to be irresponsible or appear that I'm wooing anyone to the wonderful world of drunkenness. But when you are in a safe space, you ain't got nothing to do, nowhere to go. Few sensations beat the feeling of a nice buzz. And I love being high. I told folks to simply refer to me as your highness. I mean, yeah. So as long as you're wise with it, stay hydrated, home and safe. You don't want to eat a whole piece of candy like me and my little sis did, or chase it with a crowd. Now, I ain't doing that shit, James. You'll be good. Nothing like riding high like Fazo. Thank you, James. We got Raquel Bassett. Hey, Raquel. She says the Tan and Eva reenactment is killing me. I'm at work crying. She said, you a whole fool. When I listen to that shit, she be like, Tad. She be so fucking loud. I'm like, Eva, shush, girl. God, you so damn loud. Oh, we got Melanie. W9IS. Hey, Melanie. I don't think I've ever received you before, honey. But thank you so much, honey. Thank you so much for being here, sharing your words with me. That means so much to me, boo. Girl, please don't let this be the first or last time you come by here, honey, because we have a ball over here. All right, so she said, girl, when you said your son's first time was at 21 and he told you, I was shocked, girl. You. She said, I was 23 my first time. We talking about, that part. She said, my first time, church girl problems. Girl, Melanie, I'm a former first lady. And my first time was on my wedding night. Church girl problems, honey. And she said, my mom literally had a psychic connection to me, so I didn't even get to tell her. She knew it, girl. She probably smelled it, girl. She smelled it. Girl, yeah. She called me that night and asked me if, girl, you all right? She said another time when I was still living in Virginia, but was out being a fast with some nigga. She literally called me, and when I said, she said, get home now. I wish I had stopped. I wish she had stopped me later on when I really about to get down. Might have changed my life, Lord. Girl, but now you a pro, right, Mel? You nasty girl. You think I'm a nasty girl? Hey, nasty girl. Hey, nasty girl. Do you think I'm a nasty girl? Hey. We got Elizabeth Lassiter. Hey, Elizabeth. She says, hey, Auntie. Meant to comment last week on the videos, but work got busy. Girl, you see how I'm running, baby. I see you hooked out. Girl up with the job at Orphy G's. We claiming you as being cast as the manager there, Auntie. I don't like how they writing Ted's character. Me neither, girl. He knows damn well, whether drunk or sober, that Leslie is a pussy poison. Don't trust a big butt and a smile, Ted. Very much so. She's dangerous. Now, Nicole got to go out with Carlton, huh? Right. I don't get why the hell Ashley proposed to Derek. Me neither, girl. She knows she don't really want him, right. He knows she don't really want him, right. Plus, I'm over the boring storyline anyway. I did like how Shanice got his ass about lies said. He didn't feel no damn feelings in his leg. She stabbed the shit out of him, didn't she, Elizabeth? We got Santa Ana. She says, yes, June looks younger than Samantha does. She might be, honey, because like I said, Samantha is 30. She just turned 30, like a couple months ago. We got Janice Ty. Hey, Janice. She says, girl, it's about time you talk. She said, girl, it's all about you talking like drunk Ted. Thank you, Janice. I love it when they be talking drunk. The other person I did was, what's that crazy girl on Divorced Sisters? I can't remember her name. She was drunk one time, and I had such a good time doing that drunk. Oh, so good, so good. We got it. But thank you, Janice. Thank you, boo. We got Angelica. She says, Nicole is annoying. I'm so glad that Smitty nicely put her in her place. She is the award-winning psychiatrist that has never once thought of therapy for her own damn marriage or even for herself. I wouldn't go to Nicole for therapeutic treatment if she was the only choice. Ted was right when he called her stuck up, and I can't stand Ted, but Leslie is his karma. Yeah, I agree. We got Miss Doris Clay. She says, I'm with you, Auntie. Let her build that house. That word something, a house. Girl, I'll be like, oh, tell me more. How about you add a Ferris wheel? Not a Ferris wheel. Make her waste her money and get her hopes up about just about to be shut down by the HOA. Oh, they gonna definitely shut her shit down. And whatever building laws are there, she also offered double for what she offered before for that house. She's throwing money away. Sad to see, but I'd at least get entertainment from her foolishness instead of getting upset like she wants. I agree. I mean, I am getting entertainment, but like I said, with how everything is going with the economy and everything, I just think that she needs to handle her money better. But again, this was taped months ago, so we didn't know what was going to happen, you know. But hopefully they will work on a new angle for her, but because I think she needs a man to keep her busy, and it is not Theodore. It's definitely not Theodore. We have Wente. Hey, Wente, talk. She says they are like 9 and 7, I think. I don't remember what I was talking about, but girl, she answered my question. Nadine Dunbar. Hey, Nadine, I don't remember seeing you before, boo. Thank you, honey, and welcome. Welcome to the Rascals, honey. The big Rascals, honey. We ain't no little over here. So thank you, my love. Thank you so much for coming by. Please don't let this be the first or last time, baby, that you come by here and have a good time. Nadine says, Eva is like a child, honey. Why did she need it to tell her mammy the condition that Ted was in? Eva just gets on my last nerves, and me too. She's a beautiful girl, but she's trouble for her mama. We got Kelly S. She says, I was thinking that same thing, shaking my head. Santa Ana says, because she knew her mama would go over there and, you know, she knew something would happen. She knew something would happen, damn demon. No, you did call the girl a demon. Like I said, Eva, the girl, what's the baby name? What's her real name? I can't remember her name in real life, but she's anointed. She's blessed. That girl, she will make you feel like you can just conquer the world. But I don't like her character because she's her mother's kryptonite. It's like, not kryptonite, but crutch. And I don't like it. And she want to tell Ted, you took advantage of my mama. Girl, Ted is a grown man and your mama is too. House of Sir James. Hey, baby boy, he says correct. Eva is low-key devious in her own right. She can't help it. She get it from her mammy. Facts. We got Cynthia Jucker. She says, Leslie tearing down the house down. Making it a house. Oh, my God. Really, girl, just a mess, right? Like I said, a whole hot mess. House of Sir James says, right, a whole hot ass mess. Subdivisions have covenants. Leslie's not going to be able to do half the shit she wants to do with her new shouse. Ooh, whoever made that word, you writer, honey, you did that. You clocked it. You did that shit. Raquel Bassett says, I'm sure the HOA bylaws are strongly written to prevent the ghetto mess she's trying to do. I hope so, Raquel. I really do. We got my boo, Lightning Storm. Hey, Lightning boo. Lightning says, didn't June say she needed a job away from people where she won't be bothered? How is she going to be working in a customer service role? True. James says, well, every time I start reading, I can't, my snot just keep coming up in my nose. Cut it out. James says, just another story, writing inconsistency. Right, you're right, James. Like Nicole saying Vernon and Anita built their powerful family from nothing in episode number 49, only for Kat to tell Craig in episode number 122 that the Duprees built Fairmont Crest. Still, it's good to see June out in public trying to connect with people rather than being antisocial. One day, down-bag Dr. Doug could stumble into Orphe jeans, both looking morose, and June could flirt by and try to cheer him up. He was by there when I saw the last episode. He was there fucking up a real nice burger and some fries. I was hoping it was going to be her that was going to service him because he had a milkshake and everything. And he didn't. They didn't say it, you know. So we got Pearly Coleman's Pearly. She says that could be Eva in the picture with Leslie. My youngest is Nicole's color, whereas her father and I are brown. It's all about genetics. Yeah, girl. Yeah, I'm just thinking like, you know, that baby, honey. I don't know, Miss Pearly. I still feel like that baby belongs to Nicole. I'm gonna stand on that until they say, girl, no. Thank you, Miss Pearly, as always. Miss Pearly always come with the medical facts. She gonna break it down for your ass. We got a nurse in the building, y'all, right? Always, well, I ain't gonna say a nurse, but she know her shit when it comes to medical stuff. We got Boom Boom Honey 3867. Hey, Boom Boom. Boom Boom says, to me, this was a dumb ass part of the story. Just too typical. There was no reason to put them back in bed this soon. I agree. They didn't even let them last a good year, Boom Boom. Not at all. Thank you so much. And House of Sir James says, absolutely too damn soon. Too soon. We got Ms. Welder 69. She says, does anybody else think that Ted passed out and they didn't do anything? Leslie's making it seem like they did, I hope. I was hoping that same thing, Ms. Welder. I hope it's the truth, but I think they did something. I said in the video that I was hoping that they didn't fuck, but I think they did. House of Sir James said, the way Dana lies, I wouldn't put it past her. I hate that it happened either way. I expected it would be, but not this soon. Right, and we got S. Parker 7768. Hey, S. Parker, I don't remember seeing your name. Thank you so much for coming by, my love. Please don't let this be the first or last time you come by here, okay? Says, does it really make a difference? It's not that they stay on the couch. Right, she should have carried his drunk ass to the room. At least they got a bed that they fucking in instead of over there at the damn guest house. And where is the bedroom that Kat and Chelsea stay in? Where do they live? I mean, everything is going on in that little couch with them little legs. Ooh, we got J1High547. Hey, Jay. Jay says, I'm going to assume it's all a scheme by Leslie to get back at Nicole and Ted, but mostly Nicole. And I don't understand why. Derek and Ashley are a disaster waiting to happen. Facts. Smitty is supposed to forgive Martin, but Nicole will not forgive Tad. Facts. Shit. We got Teacher Jazz. Hey, Teacher Jazz. She said Jill's hair is probably tied up because she's has gone blonde in real life. That's true. I guess she's got to make some money being a waitress before she can get her hair done and colored. Right. Raquel Bassett says, I'm so happy Samantha shared with Martin. Smitty is ready to come unglued about Samantha. He's a Papa Bear mode. Yeah, he really is. Yeah, I was happy that she was so honest with him, like right at the beginning. She's like, look, I want to fuck somebody. We almost did it, but I didn't. You know, I'm happy that she did that. I'm really happy. Raquel also says, I see pork loin has been removed from the menu. It better have, girl. It better have, because I was going to drag their asses. I was going to drag them, Raquel. We got James. James says, Tyrell is smoking. He's big mad. Right, he was mad, right? I thought you been smoking. Like, well, he was smoking. James also said he wants June out of his and Samantha's life and mad that Samantha doesn't feel the same. He's still mad at his pops and probably will stay until Snitty Smitty decides to man up and forgive. Side note, so many rascals think it's the God who's always the problem when it comes to dealing with Dupree difficulty dynamics. Nicole hasn't got a thing on Snitty Smitty. He's truly become worthy of my disdain. Oh, and he whines. Oh, woo! How did you make that side note bold, James? How you able to do that? Anyway, Tyrell might have an angry encounter with his mother, June, hopefully not upsetting her so badly that it drives her back to drugs and under the overpass. And or Tyrell might meet up with Nathan. They throw hands and Tyrell returns to the Red Door apartment sporting his second new blackout. Right. Yeah, he was mad for no reason. I mean, he's the oldest, right? I think. So he has more clearer memories of, her disappearing act, But thank you, James. We have Raquel. Raquel says, I knew Leslie would make sure Nicole knew about her and Ted. I can't stand that. Yeah, me neither, girl. Oh, can you give this to Teddy? I mean, if you see him, if you do. Girl. Now, Raquel also says, damn it, Ted. Oh, my God. I can't believe he slept with Leslie and her scheming cat. I'm sick. And so mad at Ted. I know he was drunk, but come on. Nicole was so close to giving him a chance and he messed that shit up. Girl, I was so disappointed in his ass. I was so mad. Exotic Butterfly, she says, Ted is the worst. Forever, babe, my ass. He might as well move on into that house with Leslie. True. Ooh, Lord have mercy. James says, you rascals may or may not have heard of the Bell Witch. I think I've seen that. For some reason, the witch hated a farmer named John Bell and his family. The witch tormented John Bell until he eventually unalived, and then it started on the rest of the family. Leslie is beginning to remind me of the Bell Witch. Leslie is just a pox on the Duprees. Yeah, a very bad pox. Raquel says, I changed my mind. Ashley is still annoying as ever. She is. She's so confusing. Oh my gosh, she's so confusing. Raquel says Tomas might need to get some tips from Ted. The way Leslie acts, I'm sure Ted isn't lovely in bed. 30 years, Raquel. Damn, she had that in 30 years. But I'm like, oh, like I said in my audio, what the fuck did y'all do? Kind of nasty shit that y'all do. She had her hands tied up with his tie. The last episode I saw, 133. I'm like, what kind of nasty shit did y'all do? This lady is still just hooked. Nadine is back. She says, I don't understand why Samantha wants to talk to her mother about sex, honey. June have been on them streets her children's life. I don't understand. I'll be surprised if June has anything good, but she did say she's smart. She's good at math, so maybe she knows how to give good wisdom, girl. Your guess is as good as mine. Raquel says, I love Keith's song in the video, Sissy. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I like that it played a little bit of it in the video. So, I mean, in the story. Jane says, and I kind of suspect certain story elements are being adjusted and made up as they go along. Remember when we asked about the Duprees could be so rich on a senator's salary? Vernon runs to his checkbook to solve every damn problem. Anita has made Leslie a multi-millionaire without the family taking a financial hit. The Duprees shouldn't be a veritable bottomless pit of cash if what Nicole told her parents in episode number 49 and 50 was embarrassed. She let her parents down. She said Vernon and Anita built up the Duprees from nothing. However, in episode 122, Kat tells Craig that the Duprees built the Fairmont Crest, suggesting the Duprees have owed money after all. Yeah, it could be confusing. Very, very confusing, bro. I don't understand it either. We got Angelica. She says, all the power the Duprees have, honey. Somebody please tell me where is the order of protection? Why is she still allowed to come 100 feet of them after all the harassment? I agree. House of Sir James says, right, I know people can be members of a country club without living in the community, but this is a bit much. The Duprees need to be a bit more careful with people they allow in their space. Leslie is a fucking nuisance. Right. Raquel says, exactly. Bill isn't much of a fixer. He's really not. He's really not. Not even Nicole either. Cynthia says, June actually looked cute working at Orphe Jeans. I hope her second day is better. Right, girl. I don't even know, girl. James says, the writers for BTG are crafting a story where the worst of the worst, Leslie, Massa, Joey, keep finishing first. And it's interesting that their main targets are what is now the two weakest men on the show, Leslie versus Ted, and Massa, Joey clobbering Doug. Other prominent characters have been written into situations so dire that if they escape unscathed, it will be a total divorce from anything resembling common sense, let alone reality. Thank you, James. We got Angelica. She says Leslie is going directly to Nicole and let her know what she did. She slept with her husband, her no good husband. I do not believe that he was so drunk that he could not have put her out of that door. Even didn't have to let her in. And by the way, if you're not a guest at the hotel, why does she keep just popping up and walking into the hotel behind the gates? Leslie can go anywhere else, right? But I would not be surprised if she took pictures of Ted lying in bed with her and she's going to show them to Nicole. Oh, and another thing, remember he gave Kat a key. Kat may walk in on them to be continued. I don't, thank God that didn't happen. As long as he don't screw her again, and thank God that didn't happen. House of Sir James says, I think Ted bears some responsibility for his actions. He told Eva he was lonely. So he has some wits about himself. And he grabbed Leslie and kissed her first. He did. He did, honey. He was horny. He was drunk and horny, and that's the best kind of. Ooh. Y'all hear my chair? My chair just spoke. When you're horny and drunk, he had a need that needed to be met. Yo, she ain't been with nobody in 30 years. She saved all that energy for him. Damn, girl. No, she had Alan. We got Cynthia. She says, and Eva would go run and tell her mother that she would go and run and tell her mother that Ted is going through right now, girl. Just hush, right? Oh, she got on my nerves. She went right over there. And so Leslie found that out and kicked her right out the apartment real quick. We have Cynthia. She says, I was surprised Samantha went ahead and told Martin about the young man. But I think she would talk to either Naomi or Danny because for some reason no one wants to confide in Nicole. Not even her own daughter. True. We got Miss Brown. She says Samantha needs to talk to Kat about her feelings, but best one to explain when to cash in on one of your time chips and when to hold them. Right. She could teach her about not minding what others say about being a virgin. And it's a precious thing. Don't give into the burn or a ladies' man. Facts, Miss Brown. You better say that, honey. Miss S. Parker says, but no, she's going to the corner to get June's advice. I just didn't understand that. I don't know what the writers were thinking when they said that. James says, little sis, I hope Ted gets drunk more often. Your drunk Ted takes an award worthy. Yes, I'm going to listen to the recap as many times as people who watch Sinners. Thank you, James. You're so sweet. You are so sweet, so sweet. Ms. Welder, she says, I agree. Ted played a very good drunk. He did. He had me cracking up, but ain't nothing like how Danny and damn Andre played drunk. That episode number 132, 133, chef's kiss. Miss Doris Clay, she says, I think if you were drunk as much as Ted was, you won't have any memory of what happened, and it'll be up to the others to tell what happened. I agree. I agree. That's why I'm wondering if something actually happened. It makes me wonder. Did something actually happen? James says, today's Beyond the Gate show was interrupted in my viewing area by breaking news that consumed all but approximately the last 8 minutes of the program. It looks like Eva is angrier at Ted than she was before because she feels that the idiot used her evil mother. Yeah, that's what happened. Meanwhile, no sooner than the Duprees make a move to stop Leslie, she counter moves, and then she moves even sooner. Yeah, she's got the house. She slept with Ted. She brought her way back into the club and managed to flaunt her night of passion with Ted. To Nicole, as terrible as all of this is, having Bill running to Master Joey to deal with Leslie will make it intolerable. I don't think he did. Please, please, please don't have Bill run to Master Joey for help. He didn't. Thank God. Thank God he didn't. He just went there to deal with Dougie. I don't know how they're going to deal with that. House of Sir James, he says, right. And I don't know why. We don't care. I caught the full episode later on Paramount Plus. Okay, good. I was too busy, so I didn't even know all of that was happening. S. Parker says, I caught the full episode on demand, but I was screaming no. I hate when they do that to our show. They don't do that shit to the other damn shows. Cynthia says, my first time was like Kat's. It was just lovely, but I didn't do like Kat. That was it. We going on our second round. I made up some lame excuse, but he ended up transferring to another school. I do remember you talking about that, Sid. We got Tayson 215 says, I think Ted is a lost cause, right? Dr. Dougie might get to go by Joey Armstrong. Maybe then we'll see the McBride children. That's true. That is true. I think he's going to get gone. I really feel like Dougie's not going to be there for long. He's getting cocky. James says, Ted is a lost cause. Absolutely. Get him out of here. Dr. Doug might get got by Master Dougie equals absolutely not. Rather, Dr. Doug is going to get with June, and they're both going to live, love, and laugh together. Bank on it. Maybe then and only then we'll see the McBride children, of course. Dr. Doug and June will need to introduce their two sets of twin children to each other. And they'll likely be step siblings and hopefully in not too distant future. First you was telling me that Doug was gonna die by Halloween. Now, okay, James, I got you. I got you, James. James also says June looked so fresh face and pretty. Samantha is going to go back and look up her mammy too, for sure. Relationship, come on through, June. I hope she give us some good advice, honey, because what's she gonna tell them when they say, well, who's our father? Who they daddy? Huh? Who they pappy? Right now. Nadine says, I wish Derek would have said no to Ashley. Me too, girl. I wish he would have said no, but he wouldn't because he's thirsty for Ashley's old corny ass. Raquel says, so happy for June. She is getting herself together and her daughter wants her in her life. I love it. Yeah, I think it's amazing. James says, I love the way June is getting a chance to turn her life around and reconnect with her baby girl. Right now is the best potential storyline going forward in this show, in my opinion, in my honest opinion. Thank you, James. We have Cynthia. She says, oh, I just watched the movie, The Horse Whisperer. Excellent movie. Okay, I might have to check that out. Thank you, girl. Teacher Jazz says, hey, haha, Auntie. Yeah, it's me, Teacher Jazz, that takes the shots. I'm having a ball getting buzzed. Keep saying those names. Girl, I think I knew it was you. James says the goddess is doing the best she can. She's so exquisite. You all please be kind. Dr. Carlton had better get on his giddy up like Teffy Campbell and bring Nicole into his world, honey. Man, when I tell you my favorite song, it's a band that comes to town and they do, can we talk for a minute? Hey, girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Hey, boy, I want to know. I get lost in that song, y'all. You cut that song, last night, yes, I just get lost in it. I don't care where I'm at. Turn that shit up as high as possible, and I just be all in a circle. James also says, little sis, I'm not drunk, James, for nothing. Having experienced the various intensities and stages of intoxication, I can safely say that if I am an other woman who I would have stupidly allowed to jeopardize a relationship with the woman I loved, and I'd come to despise this other woman as a result, wow, I could be shit-faced and this other woman could be stark naked doing a booty dance to seduce me. I would mentally will myself into drunkenness and consciousness if I had to. The other woman wouldn't get no love from me, no luster. Okay, that's good, James. I'm the same, especially if there's somebody who was somebody who jeopardized something. Yeah, they could be the finest person, and if I don't want you, I don't want you. And I've had that before. You know, I've said no. Yeah, I don't have no problem saying no. And my boyfriend says the same thing. He's like, you know, he said the switch is turned off, I don't care how. He said he finds beauty in all women. Again, he's my friend. That's how we talk. And I'm teaching him like it ain't always true. So now he's seeing the light. Ain't beauty in all and everybody, you know. But anyway, he says, you know, if back in the past, if he was interested in somebody, they said no, he turned off the switch. He just sees them how it is. He ain't not gonna try to force himself, you know. So yeah, that's how it is sometimes. But thank you, James. James also says, rascals, Doug must not die. I knew your rascally resident gentleman was on to something. You have to start rooting for Dr. Doug. Let me break it down. On May 16, 2025, episode 54, June needed surgery to correct her problem with her heart caused by the pneumonia. Dr. Doug's hand was broken at the time, so Dr. Wilkes had to perform the procedure. Doug assured June that he would be there to supervise, which puts June's mind at ease. After the procedure, Dr. Doug assured June, Naomi, and Jacob that June was going to be fine, at which point June said that her heart now belongs to Doug. You better get off those two perfidious perverts on the poker table and get with Doug, June. Okay, you better be poetic. He also says, actually, June told Naomi and Jacob that she now owes her heart. Ooh, to Dr. Doug. Same difference. That's nice. I like that. Yes. James. Okay. All right. So now we're on to episode number 130 with Leslie looking like she half dead and Eva looking with the shock face on the thumbnail. So we have House of Sir Jane. He says, another great recap, Auntie. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. We got Miss Welder. She says, you are right, honey. They don't do music videos on MTV, right? I remember sitting there waiting for the Thriller music video to come out. The longest music video made. I remember that. That was dope. I don't know if it's true now, but it was back then. And that's when you still had a cord going from the TV cable box to your remote control. Oh my God, I do remember that. I remember that. It was not cordless. I remember that, Miss Welder. I sure do. I used to be mad at my dad, right? I would be in the living room or somewhere. We ain't even had no remote control. I would be in the living room watching TV or listening to New Edition or listening to, somebody. He called me my birth name. I ain't gonna say my real name. I'm like, yes, come here. So I would go in the bedroom. He would be in the bed, y'all. Turn that TV for me. I'm like, you could have gotten up and turned the damn TV. Shit. Damn it. Have me get up and turn the damn TV. I might just put these two on one front porch and do the other two on another. Because I think this is going to be running hot. I said, he laying in the bed. Then fired it up all in the room. Because I would go in there to be in the bedroom. Be smelling like he just... He was a little bad. Cop, police officer. I was like, this motherfucker. Man, he could have gotten his ass up and turned the damn TV. Back in the day, y'all young people, when you didn't have no remote controls, baby, we were the remote control. The kids were. The children. We were. God dog it. I was like, you got a nerve. So I was so mad. Let me go to read these so I can get this front porch uploaded. And I'm going to do the other two tomorrow. Child. S. Parker, she says, really like the song, and I'm not a huge R&B fan. Okay. Thank you, S. Parker. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, Forever My Bae. It was cool. It's Forever Bae. It was cool. James says, little sis, understand that whatever you segue in and out of Beyond the Gates episodes to share parts of the personal life episodes, when you laugh, almost cry, sneeze, snort, hit your microphone, it's just seasoning. Oh, thank you. It's special herbs and spices when you add your performance that makes your recaps unique. Thank you. Inimitable, okay, and the best. When you apologize for sneezing, bumping your microphone, stuff like that, do you realize like you're the master chef? Apologizing for preparing a culinary masterpiece that your rascals are always enjoying and devouring. Thank you, my love. And looking at you while you're crazy at the same time because you're apologizing for it. I'm not going to watch the rest of this week episode because I don't want to be bored, triggered, or both. But I'll be here for your recaps because your recaps are better than the show. Mwah. Now, how did I boost this video again? Baby, you got to just put that thumbs up. And then whatever that little sparkly thing says, boost me, baby, boost me. Hey, yeah, boost me, baby, boost me. Hype me, whatever it is. But thank you, James. You're so poetic with your words, honey. Are you a writer for the show? Are you an author? I feel like you're an author. I feel like you've written some stuff because you are so poetic. You are very profound with your words. And you are definitely a logophile, like my boyfriend. He taught me that. And like I said, I'm 54. He's 52. He's 3 years younger, so subtract that. And I never heard of the word logophile, but when I tell you he's a logophile, and I'm like, Dad, my dad was like that too. So I love a smart man. I had spent years with a fine man. He was fine. 6'2", very nice body. Everything was noise, but just wasn't it. Just wasn't, y'all. It just wasn't. So I was like, this last time, Lord, just give me somebody who I can learn from. And then when I look at them, I'm attracted to them. And God gave me him. So, yeah. But, yeah, looks. First time, you know, you have some people in your life. And you're like, okay, yeah. Then he's like, no, I'm just going to go ahead with looks. But no, I was like, no, I need to learn, baby. I love me a smart man. I really do. So thank you, James. You are very, very necessary to the Rascal community. So thank you. Resident baby. Resident gentleman. We have Miss Pearly Cole. She says that Thomas's money will never compare to, right, the Thomas's money will never compare to the Dupree's money because she has money because of Anita. I wish there was a way to, but it's not revocable, so damn it. We have Melanie. Hey, Melanie, she says, you are killing me with the voices of Anita, all uppity and stuffy. And Eva's nasally and all my effing last nerves. I was over her straight hollering. Thank you. As Parker says, my favorite voice is Jacob. Low, cool, and sexy, just like him. Can't unhear it. Somebody gave me the clue that I never heard his whisper until somebody told me that. And I was like, you know what? He does have a lot of whispers in his damn throat. Because I like to make sure I try my best to make the characters sound what I see them sound like. I just started doing Tomas with a strong Latin lover accent. Otherwise, he talks very normal. But some people are like, girl, you make him sound more sexy than what he is. Because they think he's flat on screen. And he is. Even, I'm going to skip on. What did y'all think about that damn cat telling him? What about the fact that you can't fuck? I was like, ooh. What about the fact that you ain't good in bed, nigga? No? I was like, ooh. Youch. I was like, oh. Oh, girl. That took me out. I was decapitated, baby. I wasn't expecting her to just do that. Child. Woo. Okay, Melody says, yes, Lord. Here's two. She nailing every single one. Thank you, ladies. Mwah. Thank y'all so much. I'm trying to have fun with y'all, babies. Thank y'all. Miss Brown says, normally drink men can't get it working. Right? I didn't think they could get it up. I didn't think so, Miss Brown. I was, oh, yeah. We got James. I knew he was going to come in there. He said, let me keep my drunk James mouth to myself. James, email that to me, James. James, what you finna say on this? Email that to me. There's been auntie@gmail.com. We don't hold no words, baby. We say exactly how we feel. No, we can't say this shit on YouTube, but I know you got to get it out. So you email me, bro. And say what you got to say, all right? James says, for some of you bold and beautiful fans, I don't want to spoil your show for you or anything, but Luna slept with a drunk man, and now she's pregnant. Damn. It happens, honey. Clearly. Teach Jazz says, hope you're feeling better soon and have a great show. Thank you, my love. I appreciate it. It was just a lot of, I took care of that. As soon as I felt the sniffles and all of that, I was like, oh no, the devil is a liar. So I took some something. Let me see if I can show y'all this. I took this. These are little, somebody was saying, like, if you felt like those symptoms and whatever, if you're going to have a symptom like COVID or whatever, it's non-drowsy. It was a body aches, headaches, fevers, chills, and fatigue. I took this because they say take this in the beginning, and they're little pellets that you could take, and they're sweet. You just dissolve it in your drink, and it's sweet. And I took like one of these, just one. I can't do more than one, and I jumped on that. I was like, no, because I need to be at this show, and I need to knock that out quick, and that's what I did. It only did it for one day. One day I didn't really didn't have that many symptoms. So, and I was able to miss a rehearsal, but other than that, no, I needed to jump on that real quick because COVID is still going around, and I can't get that because I don't know about them vaccines and shit. But we got Exotic Butterfly who says, hi, Auntie, congrats on all the views. My favorite music video from back in the day is Michael Jackson's Thriller, right, and Janet Jackson plays a principal Oh, mine was Control, baby. That was the thick Janet. I love Control. Because she was like, talking about, I'm on my own. Hey, I call my own shots. Hey, thank you. Go ahead, Johnny. Hey. Got my own mind. Hey. I want to make my own decision. And it got to do with my life. I want to be the one that's in control. Yes, bitch. And Prince, how can you just leave me standing? Hey, alone in a world that's so cold. Hey, world is so, maybe I'm just too demanding. Hey, maybe I'm just like my father, too old. Maybe I'm just like my mother. Hey, she's never sad. She never sad. Why do we scream at each other? Hey, come on now. This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Yeah, baby. My shit. Okay. We got Delisha. I hope y'all had a little party. We're going to do this right at an hour. We're going to finish this at an hour because I'm going to have to do the other front porch on tomorrow. Because my boo coming over, we can eat some chicken. So Delisha says, girl, those pics got me hollering. Girl, wait till I find those pics. I always find the most unflattering images. They be like, everything is so unflattering, and that's why I like them. We got Elizabeth Lassiter. She says, Auntie, as always, these recaps are everything, especially your voiceovers. I'm over Eva and Tad. Eva choosing her mama knowing she's wrong. And Tad can't nobody tell you want Nicole by any of your actions. Now you gave Crazy Leslie more ammunition to antagonize Nicole. As nice as Forever Bay is, it's not enough to get Nicole back. You're gonna have to break out some Lenny, girl, you know I love you. Hey, no matter what you do. Yes, Auntie, you so right about music videos. Michael Jackson, remember the time, was the shit. Thank you. Michael never did his music videos. He did many movies, okay? Between Thriller, Remember the Time, and Smooth Criminal, it was a mini cinematic experience. We don't get videos like that anymore. Yeah, because I think Cardi B just dropped one, her new album, and she dropped a video of her. I didn't like the ending. I was like, girl, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't like it. I mean, I'm not a rap person, you know, I'm more R&B, you know, old school. But I just didn't like the ending. I wasn't expecting that. So, yeah. We got Cynthia Junkin. She says, I said the same thing, Shar. They blurred the menu so we could see it. And then when they showed it again, they only showed so much of it. Yeah, girl, they knew we was watching that damn menu. They knew it, honey. Jasmine, she says, I love how Big Bad Bill totally read Mosquito for her nonsense. Then he let the grasshopper know how he got played right, and it won't be happening again. Right. Thank you, Jasmine. We got Tayson. She says, Ted has blown, or I don't know. I don't want to assume nothing, baby. Tayson, please let me know if you're male or female. Thank you. Tayson says, Ted has blown any chance he had to save his marriage. Will he ever see the McBride children? Will we ever see the McBride children? True. What happened to Justice for Laura? True. Why has Nicole withheld the information from her parents that Haley never had an ultrasound and there wasn't ever pregnancy? Right. Why has Naomi, I'm talking about Nicole, why has Naomi withheld the information? That's true. They've been having a lot of shit going on. A lot of that stuff is going to unfold. Y'all see my boo coming back next week. My Sal. Yeah, he'll be back next week, girl. We got Lightning Storm. He says, who are the stubborn people over here? Everybody? Right, everybody's stubborn, baby. Everybody. James says, so yeah, after approximately Taz and Leslie's first hotel bedroom scene, the network and my viewing area cut away for a news break, which lasted almost throughout the entirety of the episode. I missed most of the show. The Clobbity Clears visited June at Orphy Jeans. Both of them. Yeah, damn, they tripping over there. Well, you need to move out to the south, James. Moving to Buckle Belt. The North Carolina, you ain't got to worry about that. That's weird. I don't like that. James said that Chesapeake omelet sounds just cheap, affordable, and delicious. I put some hot sauce right on that shit. Thank you. Me too, baby. And with a cup of hot coffee, cream, and a teaspoon of sugar, chase that whole thing with a shot of Crown, and probably wouldn't eat again until a full day and a half. Damn, James, you must be slim. You must be slim. I can't say that with my two damn stomachs. James also says, is she so nasty, nastier than Vanasty? Say it ain't so. Who's nastier than Vanasty? Are you talking about Leslie? It makes me wonder, because she like to be tied up and shit. I don't know. James also says, Bill did an extract promise from Vernon and Anita, then in return for his continued efforts to keep the Duprees out of trouble, that they would need to reciprocate by treating Haley better. Ain't that some bullshit? But Bill would help the Duprees anyway, promise or no promise, right? Through force of habit. The Duprees really haven't treated Haley any nicer. And Bill is so busy falling in love with Danny for the second time, he really hasn't noticed now how Haley has been treated by the Duprees. He really hasn't. He didn't give a fuck. He really didn't. She wanted to go with him everywhere. He was like, no, keep your ass here. Stay right here, honey. We don't need you. She won't be all in the damn way. He also says, Ted tells Leslie he should have been stronger. True, but strong black men don't exist in the minds of these Beyond the Gates writers. They haven't written a strong black man on this show for 130 episodes. Maybe Dr. Carlton Fitzgerald would change any womanizing ways he's allegedly had and be that strong, Beyond the Gates black male character the goddess needs right now. Yeah, he gonna fuck up, though. He gonna definitely fuck up. Cynthia, you know who might can break him up? Eva. Because I think that, did somebody try to hook him up with Eva and it didn't work? So she might try to really get on him so that Nicole can be freed and go back to Tad. She might do that. We got Cynthia Junkins. She says, they picked the wrong episode, I think, to play Ted's song Forever Babe. It's a good video if y'all haven't seen it. Yeah, it is it was cute how they squeeze it in there, but I don't think the episode worked. I mean, with her doing the voiceover and talking about how she loved him and, you know, she did miss him. I kind of worked. It kind of worked. But I appreciate your words as always. Sid also says, did y'all notice once they showed June at Orphe G's, now everybody's wearing the same thing? Yes. Thank you. I was like, I don't remember them dressed like that before. I said, thank you for saying that, because I don't remember their uniforms looking like that. I just don't. Cynthia also says, I forgot to mention the last episode how Leslie had her wig sitting on the bar like it was waiting for the vitals to be ready. That child keeps me just... Cynthia says, mine is MC Hammer, too legit to quit. Man, when that nigga went on Arsenio Hall, when I tell you, I used to love seeing him on Arsenio Hall because everybody was, get book, hey, get book. That man had about 50 million people on that damn stage. And these weren't just any people. I think these were people from the hood. Like all his friends and cousins and shit. He would bring everybody from the hood. Everybody came. It wasn't just, you know, him auditioning dancers. I think some were auditions, but a lot of them were from the hood. They were his homeboys and homegirls. I was like, you better bring everybody up. But now I think he's in tech, real heavy. But yeah, that man, I used to just sit there in awe. And he was like my age. He was old as fuck. Older a little bit. He had some moves. I was like, God, you better dance, nigga. Dance. Yeah, he was good. James says, I'm still Team Eve. Really? But only just by the tippity tip of my fingernails. Like Kat and many fans, it's become tiresome seeing Eva riding for Leslie even when she knows she's wrong. In fact, while there's still hope Eva gets it together and she and Kat can make peace, the way Eva is behaving these days, I'm still Team Eva. Barely. My sentiments are growing towards Kat. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you, James. Thank you for that honesty. I forgot you was on the other side. We still love you. You know I love you. We got Teacher Jazz 217 says, I'm really tired of Leslie winning. Me too. She got the house. She got back in the country club. She gets away with harming Laura. And now she's bedded Teddy. She must be stopped. I can't wait for her comeuppance. I love y'all with these words. I got some smart people in the Rascals, baby. Shit. I got some smart people. Angelica says, I agree. I have the same frustration, but Laura's situation is really pissing me the fuck off. I cannot believe this clown is walking around this upper class area just making fun of everybody. The Duprees need to pull back their support of that club, because if they are tacky enough to take Leslie's money and let her in after this long discussion with Vernon, then they don't deserve their memberships. Facts. That is so true. Oh my God, Angelica, you better say that. Jasmine says, I could not agree more. This is the biggest part gripe. This cow has everything, including enabling idiot Eva, who knows exactly who her mammy is and always sides with her. I'm sick of them both. Leslie is rotting garbage. Right, a pig in lipstick is still a pig. Yuck. You better say that, Jazz. Jazz also says, agreed. The club is letting the trash in. I'd leave too. The Duprees don't have the moxie though. They really don't. And I think his grandpappy's picture is on one of them over the fireplaces or something like that. Yeah, I agree. And Cynthia says, I'm glad the customer stood up for June. Me too. I had a feeling she was going to say something because she had a lot of camera time. I was like, that bitch going to say something. She going to say something. Lightning Storm, he says, I'm torn on that one. I like June and everything as an advocate and is getting support and not setting her back again. However, June didn't just mess up a couple of orders and a few mistakes. She was completely all over the place, and it appeared as if she wasn't doing anything right. It's just not realistic to keep her on like that. She just needs some more training, Lightning Boo. She just needs some more training. Right? Teach Jazz says Nicole could be a model for Danny's. Oh, Teach Jazz, she could. Nicole could be a model for Danny's modeling agency. Yeah. Okay, James says, you only see one thumbs up from me, TJ. But trust, I would have put 1,000 thumbs up on your magnificent comment and spirit. The goddess often gets the glowers. She is richly deserving of her flowers. Oh, see, I told you was a poet, James. I knew it. I knew you was a poet. All right, maybe I'll go ahead and finish both of them. Let me go ahead and add episode number 131. Y'all ain't say much on that one. James said, I made it to Friday before I lost my Happy Feeling Rascals. Let's make it another Happy Feelings Fridays and weekend and a week for our Shar. Thank you so much, James. As always, we got Miss Welder. She says, so Randy is going to use Haley's for information about Bill and Joey. Probably. I wonder who this extra person that Randy was talking about. That made me think. We got Delisha says, honey, I swear your Anita impersonations give me life. You sound just like her. Thank you, my love. I'm trying my best, baby. I'm trying my best. Teacher Jazz says, good luck on the play. Thank you, my love. It's been a joy. I had such a great time. Such a great time. I'm still on it, though. Cynthia says, I love it that Shanice knew Derek was lying. Me too, girl. I was happy that she stabbed the fuck out of his leg. James says, Ashley is really impressed with Derek's prowess. What if Andre is to Ashley what Tomas is to Cash? I hate them math problems in school. Always to hate them. James also says, once Bill and Danny realize their love is real and start fighting their way back to each other, the show is going to take off. Okay, I hope so. I hope so. Cynthia says, I think Randy, wait a minute, let me go back down. I highlighted way too much. What's going on, girl? I think Randy Sammy told the writers to only show just a bit of the menu board at Orphe Jeans because they either show a little bit of it or it's too blurry just to read. Yeah, I think they did too. He must say, look, that bitch over there on YouTube saying that y'all got that pork up there for way too long. So he probably skedaddled back over there and told them, don't do that. Cynthia says, I didn't like what Andre had on today. Yeah, that mustard sweater, child. He's a walking party. That's all I see him as, a walking party. Cynthia also says, blessed to you, Auntie, tomorrow. And tomorrow is my mom's heavenly birthday. Happy birthday, Mommy. Mwah. She loved playing cards and dominoes, and we get together and do just that on her birthday. Oh, that's sweet. Happy birthday to your mom. And I know she gonna beat y'all ass still while y'all playing cards with her. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really, really do. And we got a few comments on episode number 132. I'm going to wait and do that on the next one. Plus 133 is coming up tomorrow. So that is it. Thank y'all. I wanted to do this surprise front porch with me literally sitting here on camera. Because I don't think I've done that. I haven't been on camera since I did the live. Yeah, the live on Labor Day. So I thought I would do this something special, you know, instead of, nobody ain't giving no money for AI to come up. So I'm just kidding, y'all. So I thought I would do something because you guys have been so patient with me. You guys have definitely been there for me, been so supportive regarding my channel, regarding the fact that I'm doing the show. I'm not doing any more shows. They tried to get me to do another show in December. I was like, look, now, I'm staying away from myself. And then my boo, I don't see him that much when I'm in rehearsals. And then I don't do as many rehearsals, you know, many videos for you guys. So I told the guy I told him, no, I can't do it. But I will definitely be there to support. And I'm very active in the theater community here. So I go and judge plays and stuff. So I really don't have time to do it. I do have something maybe coming up next summer, but my son is graduating from college too. So I need to make sure I'm flexible for that. So yeah. Well, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all. Ms. Welder asked me about my plate. It went well. She said she bought the honey oud perfume. Oh, I'm glad, girl. I love it, honey. I sprayed that shit on, and I mean, I'm an attractive woman. I mean, I don't go out and blow, like I said, toot my own horn or nothing like that. But, you know, I get attention. I do. It's not because I go out there and try to look for it. I be minding my own business. And I guess the confidence, I guess. And I don't meet strangers. I talk to everybody. So, but that shit, I was like, look, I got a man. They be like, so, give me a hug. I'd be like, I give you a hug, but I tell him too, you know. But I love smelling sweet. I love smelling good. You don't need a lot of it. You just need just right there on your wrist. Rub that shit in, put it not between your thighs, but behind your legs. Put it behind your ear, just a dab, in any other sweet spot. But I'm glad you got it. I just saw your comment, and I'll just read it again when I do the next front porch. That will be voiceover. Whew, okay, y'all, let me go ahead and get this uploaded and edit it up and get the background right, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye. How do you cut this shit?